Hello, thespians. I sit here on my bed with my finger soaking in a cup of saline solution because theatre causes us great injuries sometimes. Yes, theatre sometimes causes us injuries that we cannot predict. And while I was making signs the other day for a performance I had to do the next day, the knife slipped into my finger and it hurt and I bled a lot. Some of you, Sam, saw the photo of the bandage that was on it. I admit that bandage was a fair amount of overkill. These things happen. I was doing some strange strident tasks that night. I had a lot to do. I wanted to make sure it stayed kind of nice and safe. It just happened. I didn't want to go to a doctor or anything like that, so I gave it a good, nice bandage to really protect it for the night. But yeah, so essentially that's what happened. The performance the next day then proved amusing because while everyone else was doing things with closed fists, I had one finger up the entire time because I can't bend it at the moment, because you can't bend the middle part of your finger without also bending the top. Go on, try it. Try bend it without bending the top in any way. Very difficult. I've further come to the conclusion that the best way to train yourself in body movement and isolation is to injure parts of your body, because you don't notice how many tiny little twitches your body has until those twitches affect an injured part of your body. My god, the amount of twitches that go through my left index finger, ow! Seriously. So just in case you're interested, see if we can see the wound. You can't really see it. Forefinger, it's a doozy. The worst part of the whole thing is, and the part that really bugged me the next day and I really got quite shaken by, was I physically watched the knife enter my finger and then watched myself pull it out again. And that image hasn't left my head since it happened. But enough about the fact that I'm an idiot and I do injuries to myself, shall we? Let's move on. So, in the interests of honesty, Kelly and the rest of you, the challenge that was set to me during Fringe, which isn't finished yet, is that I, in one day, see as many shows as I can. I can fairly safely say I'm not going to be able to do that. I didn't take into account when accepting that challenge that when I take a crap ton of time off work to do a show, I then have to go back to work afterwards and work a lot more than I did beforehand. Add that to the fact that I went from show to directly into another show, and I've barely had time to see 4 Fringe shows, let alone over 7 in a day. So, that's off my chest. I can't complete my challenge. I apologize. Do what you will with that information. I am very sorry. How is everyone? I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I decided that I was going to start vlogging from my phone again for this channel because I vlog straight to a camera very easily. It's something I'm quite capable of doing. So I decided I was going to do that. Unfortunately though, since iOS 5 came in with the iPhone, Google and Apple have had a bit of a falling out, and YouTube is no longer an automatic thing on a phone, and it's now a little bit more complicated to upload videos from my phone, so that was annoying. So I'm just doing this as one take and I'm going to edit it all together. So what else is news with everyone? I haven't seen much of Mary and Lisa recently. How are you doing? Kelly, that new job sounds just fantastic. I really hope you get it. Speaking of jobs, I'm auditioning tomorrow to play a zombie for the next 8 weeks in a game called Patient Zero here in Australia, which is an in-real-life shooter kind of game, which I'm not a huge fan of the game itself, but I think the stuff behind it is really awesome. I personally, in terms of zombie in-real-life games, believe that the thing that's most important to capture in a zombie thing is the running away, whereas IRL shooter have decided the most important thing is fighting and killing zombies. But I still really hope I get it because it will be awesome and a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. This video will probably go pretty early for all of you, but basically right on time for me. So I'll see you all next week.